Tonight, J.D. Vance is back in Washington after coming to Minnesota to pay his respects to the victims of the Annunciation shooting, which took place 1 week ago today. In the last few hours, one family shared their plea for change to the vice president. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Julie Nelson. It is the first time we've heard from the family of Lydia Kaiser, who was shot protecting another student, according to the family's fundraiser. She is still in the hospital tonight. Raya Katene joins us now with what that family had to say after meeting with the vice president.
Yeah, Lydia and her parents met with the vice president at Children's Minnesota, and following that meeting, we heard from Leah and Harry Kaiser for the very first time. They thanked everyone who helped protect the students at Annunciation last week and the hospital staff that have helped their daughter recover. They also called on the vice president to use this moment to transcend political divides.
A future filled with hope are the words sprawled across Leah Kaiser's Annunciation Catholic School t-shirt.
I've given a lot of thought about speaking publicly, and I've decided I have something to say.
Standing together at the hospital in which their daughter is still recovering, Leah and Harry Kaiser say they feel an obligation to push for change.
All of us, moms, teachers, you reporters, and vice presidents, we all have an obligation to use this moment.
It's a moment no parent wants to be a part of. Exactly 1 week ago, their daughter Lydia was hurt in the Annunciation shooting while protecting another student. Since then, an online fundraiser for the family says Lydia has undergone an unimaginable surgery and that her story parallels the other injured students in the community.
As Principal DeBoer said when he quoted an African proverb, "When you pray, move your feet." Vice President Vance, you have enormous authority. Please use this moment to move your feet.
The Kaisers' public statements follow their meeting with Vice President J.D. Vance, who arrived in Minneapolis Wednesday morning to pay his respects and meet with the victims' families.
I would just say take the concerns of these parents seriously. I think all of us, Democrat, Republican, and Independent, want these school shootings to happen less frequently. Hopefully there's some steps that we can take to make that happen.
Lydia's dad, Harry, is also a gym teacher at Annunciation and was there during the shooting. He says he wrote and read this note to the vice president to make his family, church, and other victims' families proud.
Thoughts and prayers haven't been enough. Many policies have been dismissed without even being studied or tried. It's so complicated. I don't claim to have the answers, but we have to commit to looking. Then we can feel good about defending life. If one thing changes for the better, perhaps Fletcher's and Harper's deaths and all the injuries and destruction might bring about even more unity, love, and light than I have already seen this past week. One law, one executive order, one policy. You can call it the Annunciation Bill. Then I'll be able to look Lydia and Sophia and all my students in the eye and say I tried.
Trying to enact change and calling on the most powerful as these parents now work to build a future filled with hope for Lydia and all children.
Leah and Harry want to make sure that everyone who's listening to this hears their full statements in their entirety, and we do have that full video posted right now on KARE11.com.